Hi everybody, Morley Scott along with the host of 630 Ched's Inside Sports, Reid Wilkins, to talk a little sports today. First off, if you're a basketball fan, Reid, big weekend at the University of Alberta this weekend.
Yes, the Canada West Men's Final Four is at the U of A, and the Golden Bears are the #1 seed as the host, so they have a semifinal against Saskatchewan on Friday night. The Bears were 20-2 in the regular season, but Saskatchewan always a very tough team to play against. They'll try to wear you down. And the Pandas have their best of three Canada West quarterfinal series starting Friday as well. Fraser Valley and Vic are also in the men's tournament. So just a one-game elimination now on the men's side, so you got to bring it.
No room for error. Speaking of a guy who doesn't make many mistakes, how about Jordan Baker? He's had a terrific career at the University of Alberta with the basketball team and honored today big time.
Yeah, well-deserved. Jordan Baker, the Canada West Player of the Year, a guy who's been in the running almost all of his 5 years in his career. He's just an outstanding player. Earlier this season, he became the Golden Bears' all-time leading scorer. And what's great about Jordan, I mean, when he scores, he's not one of those bombs-away three-point guys that racks up points. He gets into the key, he scores hard points. And what's even better about Jordan is that he's a remarkable rebounder. He's just so hungry for rebounds and loose balls. So, yeah, he does it all. He defends, he gets steals. Really glad to see him as he's capping off his university career with this award.
Yeah, great career for him. It'd be nice to see the Bears go out with a championship in his final season. Now, not just basketball at the U of A this weekend. There's also hockey. The playoffs for the Golden Bears continue. They will play UBC Friday and Saturday night, maybe Sunday at Claire Drake Arena, but I doubt it.
We hope not. They win Friday, yeah.
Let's switch gears hockey-wise and talk about the NHL, which has come back with a smattering of games the last couple of nights, but the Oilers tomorrow night we'll get back into action against the Minnesota Wild. Finished off real strong before the break. Reid, what do we expect as they go back to work?
Yeah, well, I'm interested in seeing, if the Oilers are going to look like more of a complete team. They've been treating this run-up here coming out of the Olympic break as a bit of a second training camp and working on systems play. And I talked to defenseman Nick Schultz today, and it's not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but it's just having more options. Well, sometimes we're going to forecheck or pressure this way. Then maybe we'll change it up and do this. So I'm curious to see how that works. And I'm also curious to see the power play. I mean, Dallas Eakins has promised some pretty big things with the alignment that they're working on, and that's been a bit of a sticky point with fans this season, that it's 20th in the NHL after being in the top 10 the last 2 years. So I'm curious to see if the power play is more effective.
Oilers begin this post-Olympic schedule with, I believe it's 5 straight games at home. The first 3 all come before Wednesday's trade deadline. All sorts of rumors are going to come and filter through the rumor mill over the next couple of days, Reid. But obviously, as Craig McTavish said yesterday, it's the UFA guys. He's looking to move them, and he's looking to get draft picks back.
Yeah, he'd like to get second and third round draft picks because those were given to other teams in earlier trades that he made. He did say he thinks the Oilers will be a secondary market. I mean, none of the UFAs on the Oilers are marquee names that are going to go to other teams and be top pairing defensemen or first-line players, but there could be some interest in Ales Hemsky. Even depth forwards like Ryan Jones and Ryan Smith could get some interest. Smith with his experience, and even a defenseman like Nick Schultz. He was traded here at the deadline a couple of years ago. Could he possibly go somewhere? Because he's a solid veteran guy, good presence. Good teammate that could help a team for a stretch run as well.
And everybody's looking for a guy they can move into their top 6 if they need to, or into their top 4 in the back end. And probably Hemsky and Schultz fill those bills.
Well, Hemsky, could be a second line. I think Nick Schultz would probably be more a 6-7 defenseman on a good team. But I mean, that's a pretty good insurance policy if you have Nick Schultz as your in and out defenseman. Yeah.
And if you're wondering, 4 months from Friday, the Eskimos play their first game of the regular season. It's a long wait still for football. Thanks, everybody.